of my Madden 19 Dallas Cowboys franchise. For those couple of differences already right out of the gate. Yeah, that's not Jason Garrett. So this is just something that I decided to do because I really wanted to do it. So I decided to go back and start this franchise essentially over again because I wanted to change things. And the main thing is that I wanted to change the coach. That is the name of our coach. His name is Matt Hedrick. Now, he actually is a level 20 while Jason Garrett was a level 5. So technically speaking, he is a better coach, like in the game, than Garrett himself. However, we're still going to be running Garrett's offense. It's just that, you guys know how I feel about Jason Garrett. He's just not that great of a coach. I can't stand him, and if this is my franchise, then, I want to do whatever I want to do. So I decided to make Matt Hedrick the head coach. And I hired I hired a new trainer as well. Let me see if I can take a look at the staff at all. Yeah. So, obviously, there's a lot that I could still spend. So I actually got some skill points to spend because one of the things that I did do is that with starting the franchise over again, I made a couple of changes. And I'll show you those changes soon. But let me go ahead and just make these changes, get these upgrades for my coach. Okay. All right. So, another thing that we did do before we started out the season boom, there he is. Earl Thomas is a Dallas Cowboy. Now, I cheated to do this. For those of y'all that don't know about Madden, if you're having trouble trading for a superstar player in this game, because as you see with Earl Thomas, he's a 94 overall, and Seattle was not willing to give him up for essentially anything. I feel like if I was going to have to get him from Seattle, I was going to have to basically offer them Zach Martin, Travis Frederick, or even Ezekiel Elliott. And I was not about to do that just for a free safety. But, in this game, he is a 94 overall. Like, look at this. I mean, doesn't he just look good in that Cowboys uniform, y'all? Like, for real. I mean, come on. Be realistic here. That is definitely what Earl Thomas should be wearing right now, if you ask me. So I decided to trade for him, and what I did is I changed his position to running back, so that way his overall would decrease, and then I just changed his position back to free safety. Now, if you're doing online, I don't think you can do this, but if you're doing offline, you absolutely can. So I decided to do that. So, let me go ahead and take a look because I think we can upgrade some of these players. Yeah, we can. Okay. Because I've simulated through several weeks during the season. So, of course, there's, upgrades that I can do, and I'm going to go ahead and do those upgrades before we get rolling in our next game against the Tennessee Titans, I believe, because I've simulated. And like I always say, when it comes to simulation in Madden games, you're really subjected to what the CPU does. What they give you essentially. So because of that, we're not undefeated. We've lost some games during the season. As a matter of fact, I think, and I don't know 100% sure about this, but I think that we actually might have a losing record. Yeah. Sorry, I'm kind of going through all of these upgrades, but I just want to go ahead and get this ready to get this done before we head into our next game. Because, like I said, I've simulated, and there's still, Awuzie's got upgrades, man-to-man, sure. Go ahead and give him some upgrades here. Let me see if Lewis can upgrade as well. Oh, I didn't even look at the guys that are like lower on the depth chart, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. Just go ahead and take care of it. So how's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's having a good Tuesday. I personally was really busy yesterday with a lot of writing and reporting. I did this little Q&A with a publisher for one of the Ole Miss Rebel sites, because for those of y'all that don't know, I write about Texas Tech football and recruiting. I cover them, so so I help out with that. So I was pretty busy doing that yesterday. Also busy with, plenty of articles with the college football site that I write for now. I was really busy with them. There's, things that I have to get done today, but, I guess you could say right now, I just don't have the motivation. You know how it's like, you just don't have motivation to do something for like a couple of hours or something like that, and you just instead decide to play video games. Or live stream in my case. That's what I'm doing right now. So, hope y'all enjoy this. And I decided to actually put the chat on for this one, just to see if anybody's going to come and check it out. I've obviously shared the links to social media and things like that, because I'm trying to get more views, honestly. Being a novice YouTuber, I know it's tough to get views sometimes unless you have really quality content, which essentially I don't really know if I have. And I don't know if I'll ever really have as quality content as some other YouTubers that are famous out there. More so those YouTubers who are, just better than me. I'm not afraid to admit something like that. All right. Cameron Fleming can have an upgrade as well with agility. So let's go ahead and wrap up this. Sorry, this is taking a little longer than I anticipated. I didn't expect to be doing all this, but yeah, that looks good. Okay. So let's go ahead and look at the players ready to negotiate. I was able to go ahead and re-sign DeMarcus Lawrence. Now, when I stopped recording on the last live stream, I was trying to get Irving and Cole Beasley inked to deals. But after, I guess, about the third time that I tried to get them to sign with the new deals, they turned those down. So they essentially would be free agents going into the next offseason. But with starting the franchise over again and starting from day one and just doing the Earl Thomas trade and changing up things, I'm able to get some more time to try to ink those guys. So it looks like with these two players, we're going to have to send the house. It really looks like it. I'm going to hold off on maybe, in the last time, I didn't really think about re-signing Coney Ealy because I feel like we can get another defensive end for depth through the draft. We still have Gregory. We still have, obviously, Lawrence. Tyrone Crawford's still there. So I don't really think we need Coney Ealy as much as, the other players that I'm really looking at signing. Damian Wilson, though, I am thinking about. I'm going to go ahead and re-sign him. I don't want to do a 3-year deal. Let me see if I can sweeten the pot a little bit and make him stick around for 3 more years. This offer is poor across... Oh, my gosh. Okay. Well, if he's going to be like that, then he may not be worth signing. That's all I'm saying. And we're going to have to negotiate with Earl Thomas. That may be a little bit difficult. That'll be an adventure. But anyway, let's go ahead and get going with our game against the Titans. Oh, we're 3-4 right now based on me starting this franchise over again. So let me go ahead and tell you how we've done in the time that I've simulated. We lost opening week against the Panthers. We beat the Giants by 11 at home. Lost to the Seahawks by 1 point on the road. And then we lost to the Lions at home by a point. So we've lost a couple of close games. We beat the Texans on the road by 17. Looked like Dak probably had a good game. Against the Jaguars, we lost by 6 at home. And then we beat the Redskins on the road 16-10. Now, the standings in the NFC East are not in our favor right now. We're 3rd place in the division at mid-season. Redskins, surprisingly, are 5-2, leading the division. The Eagles, of course, are 5-3, and the Giants are 1-7. They may have a bunch of injuries, but yeah, the good news about us, at least the last time I recorded, it looked pretty good, is that we don't have a lot of injuries. Except for Deontay Thompson. Oh, now I know why I wasn't really looking into signing him, because he's out for essentially the season, so I don't really know if signing him is going to be that big of a deal because, he's gone. He's, not going to play anymore. Cedric Wilson was already on IR, who tore his rotator cuff. That's a real-life injury, by the way. He's on IR for the season in real life. So let's go ahead and jump into this game against the Titans and get it going. Didn't really look at the stats for Dak because When I started this last time, I was really struggling to throw the football with Dak. So hopefully, maybe with a little bit of a different scheme and maybe just a couple of changes, things can go a little bit better for us. But let's go ahead and get into this game against the Titans. We got a tough game against Marcus Mariota and company. Looks like for the season, Earl Thomas has 51 tackles and a pick. So he's playing, I guess, hopefully decently. Lawrence has 25 tackles on the season. That's pretty good. 785 yards for Zeke already on the season. So he's already playing better than, I guess, simulation is the way it is. I don't know how Dak's been doing, but I'm sure they'll show his stats when they take the field for the first time, as they always do during the pregame presentation.
I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Yeah, buddy, got Monday Night Football in action tonight. How do you guys feel about the Titans' new uniforms? I don't really know. I'm a little bit on the fence about them. The Jaguars and them both changed new uniforms for this season, so I don't really know. I like the Titans' uniforms. I think they're pretty solid. But, they just deviate away from what the original uniforms were. And I like the original uniforms because they kept that same style since 1999 when they went to the Super Bowl. I don't know. It's just the way I feel about the Tennessee Titans. And they're on the rise this year with Marcus Mariota for sure. Who, by the way, is my backup quarterback on my fantasy team. I don't know if y'all knew that. My starter is Carson Wentz, but when Wentz has a bye week, I'm obviously going to need another quarterback. So I decided to go with Mariota. Figured why not. But let's get Week 9 underway against the Titans. I think we had a bye week the previous week, so yeah. And everything, all of the other games except for the Redskin game, I had already done. But this is, I guess, this is a different team and it's essentially a different franchise, especially because now that we have Earl Thomas on the roster. So we're going to see what we can do here. It's Marcus Mariota. This is a pretty interesting game against a mobile quarterback and, quite frankly, a good quarterback.
I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
Let's go defense. Let's get into it. There we go. Nice tackle.
And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Not a bad start.
Just a yard on the pickup.
We got, we're going up against, Derrick Henry, and I think they have,
what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
Dion Lewis. Yeah, Dion Lewis, the former, there he is, Dion Lewis, the former Patriots tailback. The Titans are loaded this year, y'all. I don't know how they're going to do during the season, but I got a feeling they're favorites to win the NFC South for sure. Or AFC South, excuse me. Got my conferences mixed up there for a second. The good thing is that in this franchise, we don't have any key injuries right now. So we're looking solid. Just need to get back to 500 in this game against the Titans. Because we're 3-4 right now, and I think the feeling is that the Eagles are probably going to keep winning. The Redskins might stumble a bit, but this may be a situation to start out the year where we really got to, not let up and keep winning. Like the Cowboys essentially were put under the pressure to do last year, and they were holding their own even without Zeke. But that last game against Seattle at home, was just really awful.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we
get in there, Sean Lee. Oh, we got a fumble. Get that. Oh. Then we had a flag down, too. Hopefully that's not against us.
Holding offense.
All right, it is holding on the offense. So, I'll go ahead and accept them. I was thinking about denying it because it would be second down, but it is what it is.
Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position.
First down and 20.
He got caught that time.
For Mariota and the boys. Good tackle there by DeMarcus Lawrence Taylor. We signed him to a 6-year deal. Had to do it, y'all. He was, going to be very
not only them, how about the coaching staff?
He's the best defensive player outside of Sean Lee that we have, so I wanted to ink him for what essentially is probably going to be the rest of this franchise. Here we go. Come on, Heath, get him down. There we
This
go.
one up close to the 25-yard line. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down.
I like having Jeff Heath as the other strong safety. It's just that with Woods there at a 78 overall, even though he was making plays during the season, I just feel like getting Earl Thomas is going to help so much. I mean, for real, I really do. I mean, this is something that should have happened like right now. I mean, for real, Jerry. And going with a new head coach, I don't care. Anybody other than Garrett, I think, would do a better job than him with this team. I really think that.
Play fake. Mariota uncorks one for Davis.
And, oh, Earl Thomas got himself a pick.
Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive.
But it's still going to be fourth down. Sorry, I had to pause for a little bit. I was looking at my phone.
That certainly looked like something that they discussed
I was getting a
all week in
notification that
practice,
somebody
getting ready
was
for this
watching.
one. Take the big shot right out of the gate.
But it is what it is.
You'll open up the
So we
defense
forced
a
them to a
little
fourth
bit,
down and
loosen them
21, and they're going to go ahead and
back on
punt
their
this one
heels.
away. So good stop on
Kern,
defense.
the punter, to send this one away.
And we got Lewis back returning the punt.
A 47-yard
I'm a bit surprised I thought Tavon Austin would be back there. I might make that change later. Because obviously I simulated through the preseason, so I didn't get a chance to look to make depth chart adjustments. Well, Dak's thrown no interceptions during the whole season so far. Wow.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh.
Boy.
You know,
He's
coming off
playing
of the
well
open
when I'm
week,
not
didn't
at the
have to
controls, it
play,
seems.
right? Gives them a chance to rest
But
up a little bit, heal some of those
the
aches and
identity of this
pains,
team is still
and
Zeke, so we're not going to
excited about playing
change
again.
things
That really
too much.
rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come back and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming
well,
right where they want it in the middle of the schedule.
If they keep stopping the
And he is
run,
met quickly
we're
in
going to
the
have to go to
backfield. Down he goes, folded
go
like a lawn
Texas.
chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was
See if we can
freed
get
up
those
in order to
yards-
stuff
those
that
yards
one
back
for a
here.
loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that.
Swain,
Gotta find a way to audible into something a little
wide
more
open down the
advantageous.
middle.
And they'll get it all the way
Yeah,
out near
and obviously,
midfield to the
you know, I
45.
didn't get Gates anymore.
A good pick up there,
I think I signed
20
Swain to a
yards.
long-term deal as well.
I do believe
I
we'll see
decided
a
not
little
to mess
bit
with
more of this
Antonio
as this
Gates.
game
I thought it'd just be
progresses,
fun
because
to
when
have
you can
Gates on
have
the
that
roster,
type of
but I
game
decided,
in
you
the
know
middle
what?
of the
I don't really
defense,
need him.
it hurts him
That was
in so
maybe a
many
stupid
ways
signing.
because
Maybe not like really stupid, but maybe just something that didn't need to happen. As I take a sack from Morgan right
in
there.
to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
So
that play
let's.
was the very definition of fast,
Hopefully the
quick,
O-line
and in a
blocks a
hurry.
little better, because the last time I was really
Suddenly,
playing
he was
this,
there.
In a blink of an
I'll tell you
eye,
what,
that
that
happened
the
fast and a
O-line, they
big
were
sack.
really struggling to pick up a lot of guys. Part of that could be because we did have a lot of injuries on the O-line.
Now Prescott.
Marcus Martin got hurt for a brief amount of time, so it is what it was. But we just made a great catch there with Alan Hearns on a deep cut right there.
He got 29 yards that time.
Great catch by Hearns, and we're moving the ball. We're already in
Operating
deep
from
field goal
Tennessee
range.
territory now. Here's first
Well, it's not
and
really
10
deep, but for Dan
as they're
Bailey, it could
down
be
to the
considered pretty deep.
29-yard line. Prescott on first down.
Terrence Williams open.
It's Williams.
Thought I could get more yardage,
And he'll
but
be a little shy of the 25
thought wrong.
here at the 26-yard line. The completion.
But yeah, everybody's healthy on offense. Zach Martin's healthy. Travis Frederick's healthy. We got a healthy O-line, which
This offense
is going to be a happy
begins
offense.
and ends with Ezekiel Elliott.
It really
He
is.
played in only 10
Yeah, and I think we
games
also
last
signed
year,
Spencer
leading
Ware
rushing
and
as a rookie,
TJ Yates,
still
but
led the
I
league
decided
in
not
rushing
to
yards per
bring those guys
game
back.
for the second year
If they're
in a
even
row.
still available
When
in
he
free
gets his
agency,
hands
I
on the
decided to
football,
just stick with the crew we
everyone
have,
comes to
except
the
for
edge of
Earl
their seat.
Thomas. You know, that's the only big change that I made. So yeah, but we get a nice catch over the middle by the tight end Blake Jarwin. And we're already down to like the 5-yard line. Or the 2, excuse me. I don't really like this play. Let's all roll slants here, see if somebody can get open over the middle. Hearns is open, and he gets the touchdown, and Dak's thrown his 10th touchdown of the season.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And Alan Hearns has got his 4th touchdown of the season. Does a little dance in the end zone with Cole Beasley. Nothing wrong with that. And we got the early lead over the Titans.
The timing between the
At
passer
home.
and the receiver. In this case,
Beautiful.
a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant.
And Dan Bailey's money, so we're up 7-0 on
Boom,
Mariota and the
and
boys.
got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass.
Great
got
opening
inside
drive.
For the catch
Got a
and
stop
the
on
score.
defense. Great drive down the field.
The kickoff unit is out
We're cooking now. Dak's looking good. He looked better on that drive than he's looked when I've been controlling him for the first part of this franchise. Oh boy, I can't tell you just how many stupid interceptions I threw with him, or I have thrown with him, because he's still technically in this first season. It just feels like a new franchise, especially with Earl Thomas back here. I mean, he almost got a pick on that first drive. That's showing you something.
To be one of those division leaders. That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking.
But look at that. Earl Thomas jarred the ball loose. Look at that. That was beautiful. That's what happens when you have a 94 overall safety.
Absolutely, there's some
for real. Earl Thomas got to be one of the highest overall safeties on the game.
Pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
We got him. And I'm happy.
A second down throw here for Mariota.
Ooh! Great hit by Anthony Brown there. We don't, believe me, I'm not going to forget about the little people. Jordan Lewis, Chidobe Awuzie, Anthony Brown, Sean Lee. I'm not going to forget about everybody else on this defense. Trust me. I'm not going to forget. All right, we got 3rd down here. Let's try to get off the field. Oh, we let up a pass play right there. A little bit of soft coverage. Yeah. Let up the play for the first.
It's another first down.
All right.
Nice catch right
first
there.
down.
Brings to mind the sentence.
All right, defense, let's go.
Find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans.
Tyron Crawford here. Let's see if he can get some penetration. Oh, but Joe Thomas jarred the ball loose. Great defense.
When he was young, he thought
get a strong linebacking core here, y'all.
Now he understands a little bit better.
Lee, like got
defense, especially the
Vander Esch,
really been
rookie from Boise State.
Cowboys
Cowboys got solid linebackers here. It's just that secondary that's a question mark. I mean, in this mode, it's not really a question mark because we have, you know, Earl Thomas. Look at that. Earl Thomas just came up and made another big play for the defense. And he's all pumped up. Look at that. 40th tackle on the season. That is the Earl Thomas effect. Look at this. Comes up, makes the play, bam. Dion Lewis, sit down. You're not going anywhere.
Defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Gosh, I'm so pumped up that I got Earl Thomas. Even though I got him by cheating, I don't really care.
3rd and 10.
I mean, in real life, Seattle would probably be willing for a 2nd-round pick or 3rd round. Well, we let up a first down right there, but Joe Thomas still came in and creamed him. All right. All right, defense, we got to focus here. Let's focus here like the men that we are.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings
another first down. Let's go, defense. Get off the field. Tyron Crawford coming in. Oh, but Jalen Smith with the swat. Nice defense. I guess his signature swipe celebration isn't in this game, but whatever. Madden can't get everything right. All right, come on, Lawrence. Come off the edge. Come on, Lawrence. Get off your blocks. No! Ah! Dang it. And he just let up a big play on the right side. That was bad. A gap press. Let's get in there. And then they're going to go with the running play right here with Lewis. I'm a little surprised Derrick Henry isn't the starting running back on this team. I don't know what his rating is, but Derrick Henry's a beast. At least he's going to be. Shoestring tackle by Jalen Smith on Lewis. Nice job.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All right.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have the chance to make people
good tackle, Joe.
And he'll get it here.
Joe Thomas making some plays early in this one.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Here.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center.
No, we're at the 2-minute warning here in the second quarter. Wow, this game has gone by pretty quickly.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. I
didn't know it was even the second quarter, y'all. I'm not even going to lie. But that's what happens when you play video games. You get distracted sometimes easily. Sometimes I have the tendency to get distracted. It's just the way it happens.
This is 3rd and 7.
Okay, 3rd and 7. Let's go. Make a stop right here. Why would you run it? Let's go ahead and call that timeout. Give ourselves some time to go down the field and score again. Well, good job, defense. Holding the field goal.
before we get to halftime.
Mariota spikes us up pretty well on this drive. I'm not even going to lie. And the kick is up, and it's good.
We'll put this one right through.
Can they get on the board for the first time? But we're still up with, 7-3.
Plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner?
Ball back.
In front, rally to it and make the tackle. Right, no big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on.
Pretty decent return.
Like
Come on, what does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
You know, even having Tavon Austin back there previously wasn't really doing so much good for me. He wasn't really breaking plays, you know, big plays. He wasn't having the explosiveness that I expected him to have.
He was clicking.
But here's what it is.
I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid.
So let's see if we can try to get down the field and get something on this drive. Don't want to force too much, but it's wide open to the left side. Let's just run it with Dak. And we're already basically in field goal range. Oh, we got a flag down. Hopefully that's not on us.
Subtle move. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route.
Face mask? Wow.
Well, we looked at each
Yeah, I'll definitely take that penalty, sir. And we already got, we're already on the 20-yard line in one play. And because of that penalty, it stops the clock. So we're looking very dandy. Come on, Dak.
A first down throw for Prescott.
Got Hearns open again over the middle. Another first down. Take that.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and
combo.
goal.
Let's see if we can get something here. Let's see if somebody can break off their route. Come on.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
Oh, hit jarred the ball loose. Williams almost had a touchdown.
Ball pops out.
No big deal. We still got time here. That's Kenny Vaccaro, the new safety they picked up. I knew he was on the Titans now.
Sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the
touchdown. 2 touchdowns for Allen Hearns on the day. Yes, sir. Great pass. Dak's already thrown 2 touchdowns in this one. Maybe I did change up the playbook just a bit, but you know, I don't know. I just feel like I was forcing it with Dak. Maybe his confidence wasn't that great, but we're looking good. Dak's looking very good right now.
Before this game is over.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and
all right,
send
we didn't
this
even
one
take
away.
any time off the clock on that drive.
That's
take
fielded
time
in
off
the
at
end
all.
zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it
So
comes
we got the
out to
14-3 lead right now. Hopefully we can keep that going into the half.
As they get set to take the field.
Let's go
And
defense.
last time they got 3
I'm gonna
points,
stop
but it was
here.
a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe
Well,
the
if I'm-
offense
well,
not too happy.
The Titans got to be aggressive here. If they're not being aggressive, I don't really know, because we get the ball to start the second half. Yeah, they're definitely going to throw it.
But also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
Just out of the reach, but they got a first down.
When you can get them, not easily done.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route
right, first
there. And if
down.
you're going to give him that much space,
Let's see if we can get this stop here,
He's
defense.
going to
We
roll
need
away from
something
you a
here.
little bit, and that's exactly what he just did
Start
there.
the block. Tackle. Thank you.
He'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
No
There
huddle
will be
time for
second and 8. Titans moving
Titans.
quickly here. They're in the hurry up. Mariota now.
Cough it off.
Second down. Got a man right
Good
side,
tackle, Lewis.
sharp. And he'll
Way
get
to lay
it
him out.
near the 40 to the 39.
We got an injury time.
Now
That
a
looks like
timeout
somebody
being
from the
called
Titans.
as there's an injured Titan down on the field.
Too hard
While
flat.
the training staff
Third down.
takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Let's get off the field, defense. Shoot, we can get the ball back with enough time. Go down and score again on offense before the half end. That would be fantastic. Wow, that was way off, but Mariota had a guy wide open over the middle.
I
don't really know about that throw.
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air.
All right.
Instead, he fired an absolute
Well,
bullet.
we stopped him
Here's
again on
Brett
defense,
Kern
and
now.
let's go ahead and
On
get the
for his
return here.
second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one
Lewis.
away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's fielded at the 8-yard
Block,
line.
thank you. Well, a decent return.
21 yards.
I'll
well
take it.
done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Let's go with a
Now
divide
Dallas
here.
gets set to take the field.
Still got 2
And we'll see
timeouts
how
to
this
work
is
with.
played. Offensively, they've got
I'll
the
try
lead. Not a whole lot of
a
time
couple of
left.
throws
What do
down
you
the
think,
field, but I don't
Well,
want
it's
to
tempting
risk things
to
too
try and
much.
add to your lead, But a mistake there.
Come on, Jarwin, catch that. Nice grab. Nice grab. Call timeout. Nice little touch pass to Blake Jarwin, the second string tight end.
As they'll stop him with a little over
Prescott looking very good. Already 113 passing yards for the game. It's very, very good. You're being a good boy today, Dak. All right. Cole Beasley, catch that. Was he in? Oh, he wasn't in. Oh.
Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks.
Cookies sound really good right now.
Second down.
Don't you hate it when you're trying to do something but food is always on your mind? That's what happens to me sometimes. Cole Beasley's open again. We still got that one timeout left. I want to try to get at least one more completion and kick a field goal. If I don't get anything here, I'm just going to kick it. But still want to try something. Oh no! Oh no! Just get rid of it. Oh, I shouldn't have. Oh, that was a pick waiting to happen.
Second down.
Wow, I can't believe I got out of that. But we still got. Just going to kick the field goal. Going into that one, Bailey. He got it. No buts about it. Halftime up 17-3 over the Titans. Excellent start.
EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, where it was the visiting Bears who come in and get the victory on the road.
Well, the Redskins lost to the Falcons.
35-16,
so that actually bodes well for us.
Next, we head off to check out
the
another game.
On there?
And
no,
they
I
were
don't
losers
see the
in that one to the visiting
They may not
Houston
be playing
Texans.
on Monday.
Deshaun
Well, it is
Watson
Monday, so all the games
strong in
before
the
us were
victory
done because this
as
is
it
Monday
pushes
Night
his
Football.
guys back above the 500 mark on the year.
I wonder how the Eagles did.
Finally, let's get to Silicon Valley to check on the 49ers at home
We'll check that out
at
later.
Levi Stadium. And things didn't go so well as it was the visiting Raiders who come in and grab the victory. Derek Carr, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer,
The good news is we get the ball to start the second half. So let's see if we can go down and score again. Let's get some more points here.
Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for
500 is the goal. We get to 4-4. Oh, we got a seam. Oh, we had a seam. If we had somebody with more speed, we would have broken that for a big gain. Oh, I would have been so happy. Well, it is what it is. Fortunately, Allen Hurns, boy, he's having a great game today. He's got 2 touchdowns already. We got an extra slice of pizza for you, Allen.
Good starting field position for them.
But Coach, I want paychecks. Okay, we'll give you paychecks too. That's fine.
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
He's open again. We'll take that.
Connection to Hurns.
Man, Allen Hurns, you're playing better than Des Bryant right now. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. He's playing better than Des Bryant right now. I just said that.
Been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection.
Oh, Cole Beasley, you had that, sir.
Certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, boy.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was
Cole,
thinking
you
about
gotta catch
running
those.
with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads
right,
to
well,
a
it's still
second and
second
10.
down. But come on, Dak.
Here's Prescott.
Oh!
Pressure here, and down he
Well,
goes.
better than throwing a pick, I guess.
Back at about the 43
And now it's 3rd down and 18.
Brian Arakpo in there to
Arakpo
drop him,
came in
and it'll
walloped
be a
him.
loss of about 8.
Jesus Christ.
3rd and long for Prescott.
What the?
Pressure too great,
What?
and he goes down once more. Derek Morgan.
The left tackle totally just didn't
And that's sack
block.
7 for
Golly,
him
the
on
left
year.
side just completely collapsed.
They need to stop to get back into this game.
Well,
And here's one
no
right to
O-line in the
start
NFL is
third quarter.
perfect, so
Yeah,
we'll just
anytime
punt it
you
away.
blockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the
He's gonna
football
let this
back, and
one
they've
go.
done just that.
Oh, I
Series
went
to
in the end
series,
zone.
play to play.
And
Of
he
course
didn't
they went
quite
into the
have
end zone.
backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right?
There we go. Good job,
we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road in just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense.
There you go.
They've kept
nice
them
wrap
in
up.
it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness,
there you go,
their
Joe.
speed, and their route running.
And we're off the field.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Got his 10th tackle of the season. I think that's like 5 alone in this game.
Complete, but really nice open field
very well.
tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes
right.
on that one. They weren't
Well, the
back on their
Titans,
heels reacting
stall out
to
again,
the play.
so.
No, they saw it, came
Here we go,
right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. First down, Prescott.
A swing, nice grab. Oh, I broke a tackle.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, that tight end position,
I took him out at 1 o'clock.
Every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I just took him out like a few minutes before 1.
That was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Now Prescott, and Beasley with it over the middle.
Yeah, sure.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A Dallas first down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Another sack.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
To throw is Prescott.
Come on, Cole, hang on to the ball.
It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th.
Yeah.
An incomplete pass on that last play.
South Plains Ball's decent if you like,
something
you
here
get,
on
you know,
3rd
extra
down.
stuff, but usually still on my target.
His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5.
Yeah, I've heard of that. Flea Market's pretty solid. You can find all kinds of stuff that, you know, maybe you're not looking for, but then you just see it and like, oh, I might need that. I feel like it happens all the time.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott.
Swing open, and he's got a touchdown. 3 passing touchdowns for Dak Prescott in the game. I'll take that. Man, we are just rolling on the Titans. And Zeke has barely touched the ball.
They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing.
It's going to be a breeze.
Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty
Up 24-3 on Mariota. I thought this game was going to be tougher. Not going to lie to you.
Drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown.
All right.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on, Lawrence.
First and
Off
10.
the edge.
Here's Mariota. And Davis
I
has
thought we
it
could
over
force
middle.
the ball out with
And
Sean
they're able
Lee.
to get this one across
Didn't
the
work.
35.
Oh, well.
11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time? Hopefully with a chance to win.
Nice job, Lee.
It's free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings
They
up
knock it out of
second
there.
down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's in, boys. Let's go.
A second down throw here for Mariota. Over the middle to Smith. And he takes
But
this
Earl
one
Thomas
all the way
gets him down,
across
thankfully.
midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Mariota on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor.
That was a weird dive. He, like, dove to the left and was like,
I
I don't know.
I think it all came together.
Find that kind of funny.
In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Let's go, defense. Come on.
First down throw for Mariota.
Oh, Lewis, it was right there. Took it off.
Right there on the coverage.
Come on, man.
Another wayward
Gotta
pass.
pick those.
Yeah, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary.
Well, I think the play team is scored by 21.
And they just play better and better.
Now Mariota. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down.
That's the first time Mariota scrambled all game.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still
surprised
leave
he
him
didn't
with
do
a
that
third
before.
down.
Partner, he was going through his
He's
progressions.
a
Not
dual
there,
threat guy.
not there. After about the third one, he
Why I
decided
was
he better
concerned
pull
about
it
this game.
down
You
and
gotta
run
watch
for
out
it.
for him.
And he slides down and avoids the hit for good
Really
measure.
taking the world by the NFL by
Now
storm already.
Mariota sets up the screen to Lewis. And he will
Another
have
first
the
down, but
first
Louisiana's
down
there to
across
clean
the
it up.
20 to the
All good.
19-yard line.
Fire.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback,
Get in there.
you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense.
Well, at least Lee got him down by his
for a first down.
shoelaces, I
The
guess.
Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another
Well, it's first and goal for the
down.
Titans. They're trying to do something here with 2 minutes to go, but it doesn't
Time for
matter.
a break. This one all over but the
Still a
shouting. We'll finish
21-point
it
game.
after this.
And if they score, it'll be just 14. Jeez, I'm tired.
So the Titans in possession.
Then again,
of
I
the
just got
football
done
here
working
as we
out
get you
like
reset.
about an hour ago.
They've got it first and goal as they look to punch
wear
in
me
a
out
late
sometimes.
score.
I just do a lot of cardio. Just go on the treadmill, run for like 45 minutes. It's really helped with cutting my weight down because I used to weigh well over 200. Now I'm at 170.
And that is incomplete.
And we got a hit there on Mariota to have that one be incomplete. That's all good.
Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of.
Okay.
Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Another shot from
Got
the
second
9
down
on
and goal
second
here.
and
Let's see if we
goal.
can keep him out of the end zone.
Mariota again.
And then a touchdown. Oh, no, we can't.
In the end zone.
Well, the
Touchdown,
Titans scored a touchdown for the first
Tennessee.
time all day.
In for
Garbage
the
time
score.
essentially doesn't
And
matter.
The Titans are able to close the gap just a
But
bit.
can't always be perfect.
I'm not sure
in this game.
win-win is the proper term here.
14-point lead.
Okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long
And
time.
we're just going to be
offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5
on the
play
ball
drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were
all in
hoping.
a day.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play
I forgot
drive,
to
you actually
select
build up
onside kick
momentum
recovery.
and even
I'm
more
dumb.
hope when they had to slog their way downfield. They got the touchdown,
But we still recover it. Yet we do.
Yeah, you know,
Marshall jumped on it.
exactly.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before.
All right, Zeke. Sorry I've been ignoring you all game, but Dak's been hot, so I've just kind of stuck with the hot hand. But I'm going to let you get going. I'm going to let you get some.
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. He'll get it to the 40.
Broke a timeout. It's over.
Extra yardage.
Don't waste your time.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively as they'll
With his
talk
zone
things
weak
over
here.
prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, it's Elliott.
Run Zeke. Breaks the tackle. Oh, I thought he was going to go.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. And
We all
they'll
have
be
dreams.
disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
All right. Titans only have one timeout left. I'm going to
First
make him
down
burn it
carry
right
Elliott.
here.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Well, let's keep running and get it out of here.
On second down, Elliott.
Go Zeke.
Elliott,
Touchdown. Icing on the cake.
To the end zone for a Cowboy
They're just going to
touchdown.
give us these touchdowns. I'll take them. I don't care. Add those stats a little
His
bit.
fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run.
And we are up 31-10 over the Titans. Back to 21 points.
But for big runs to occur,
Looking mighty fine.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Well, one more defensive drive and we'll wrap this up.
First down, Mariota. But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith.
Oh, what the? Really? He just juked them out of their shoes.
But he takes it to the 25.
I can't even hate on that. That was impressive.
There on the catch and run. And even
Doesn't matter though,
50
because
yards.
y'all are still down by 21.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Dumps it off to Lewis. And on
This
this one,
tackle
he'll
lead.
get to the 15, right at the
Lewis is
15-yard line. Now after the
he must
completion,
have
we're going to get a
bounced him in
timeout,
next
an
week.
injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Second down, Mariota. Over the middle to the lead. It's Smith. And stopped
They're really going to score garbage points here? No, they're not. No.
The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's
stop.
another first down. And that's incomplete.
I guess, no, we don't need to worry too much. We're up by 21. We're going to win. Whatever. That's what they say, though.
They'll go
I
again
think,
from the 3
I think
here on
I think they
second
should
and
run it
goal.
here if they just want to score here just to score for the sake of it.
They'll throw again.
Jeff Heath. Oh, Jeff Heath with a big-time tackle on the one. Wow. Jeff Heath making big stops down around the goal line. I've seen that before.
Flag comes in. This might be a free
Flag, though. Hopefully that's holding.
for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call.
Offside.
Oh, really? Offsides? Come on. Crawford, oh boy.
And that one was relatively easy to
Come
see.
on.
I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other.
Goal line
you
stand
did it. No,
here.
you
I
did
feel it.
They deciphered that
Oh,
one.
they got Jared Henry in the game. We might be
Third
screwed.
and goal. Mariota.
Or
And
not,
this
because
is
that's
gonna be
incomplete.
Incomplete.
All right, it's fourth down.
Spot on. How about the execution of that
And they're just going to
defense
take a
right
field
there?
goal? Okay.
The zone was
I guess
absolutely
they're
locked
just
up
like,
tight.
we're
He was trying
done.
to force
This
it
game
in
is
there on
over.
third
Let's just
down.
take it.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed
I
to
understand
make
it
a
to
play,
a
right?
level,
Yeah,
but
exactly right.
I don't know. If I were them, I'd be aggressive. You know, you're already going to lose, but, Go for it all. Go balls to the wall.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Well, we're about to wrap this thing
They've been
up.
outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Let's just take a knee and let the clock run down.
Back out onto the field.
So we're going to walk out of here with a 31-13 victory.
Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play
back to
preparation each week.
500 at 4-4 with a win today.
Formation, the victory formation.
Always good.
We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Cowboys, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try again next week at home against New England.
Well, we got a dominant victory today.
That'll do it for us.
Let's take a look at the stats here.
Alongside Charles Davis.
So Dak Prescott had a very, very
We'll
good
talk
game.
to you next
Passer
time.
rating
So
of
long,
149.6, 14-19, 212 yards, 73% completion percentage, 3 touchdowns. More importantly, no interceptions. Ezekiel Elliott led the way on the ground, 5 carries, 44 yards, a touchdown. Dak Prescott had 3 carries for 41 yards. Allen Hurns was leader in receptions with 5 for 65 yards, had 2 touchdowns. Jeff Swaim had a touchdown as well, 3 catches, 47 yards. Jarwin was our leader in receiving yards with 67 on 3 catches. On defense, the leader in we had a tie. We had 4 guys with 4 tackles: Jeff Heath, Earl Thomas, Joe Thomas, Jalen Smith. And did we have a sack in this game? Nope, we actually didn't. We didn't have a sack for the first time, and it feels like forever in this game. But we pick up the win against Marcus Mariota and the Titans. And we're 4-4 on the season, heading into our next game, which don't 100% remember who we're playing, but we'll find out in a few minutes. Okay. Answer a media question here. It's been an up and down first half for your team. What do you expect in the second half of the season? Well, consistency has escaped the team, so we need to find that first off. That being said, I think we will find it and get to the playoffs. Yeah. Let's go with that answer. Good idea. All right, so let's advance to next week's game. Oh, against the Eagles. Wow. Well, this is a big game coming up, playing the Eagles. We win this one, we can leapfrog them in the NFC East standings, which would be fantastic. All right, well, let's get into the negotiations now. So the salary is great, but I like the bonus, but I like a better bonus and duration. Let's go with that, Irving. Will you take that? This offer is perfect. I can't wait until next year. So we got David Irving back. Let's see about Cole Beasley. Wait, what did he say about the last offer? Salary and length are great, but the bonus could be better. Okay. So he just wants a bigger bonus. The $200K. That's a nice salary and duration, but I like a better bonus. Okay, it's the same thing. Okay. Whatever, Cole. No aspect of this offer matches what I'm looking for. Okay. Do you want 4 years? And like... Okay, we'll just go with that. Nice offer, just need to improve the bonus now. Okay, whatever. Rod Smith, I'm thinking about re-signing him, but We got Bo Scarborough. We can find another back, so I may let Rod Smith walk in the offseason. But our fullback, nah, we're going to keep you around. The contract, really? Contract length is good, but that's it. Okay. The contract length is good, but that's it. Okay. Let's increase that a little bit and see if that'll do it. Nice sovereign seems to be the bonus now. Okay. Okay, Earl. What is it going to take for you to stay around? This is the original first offer. That's the right length, but the financial side needs some work. Okay. We're going to let Huff walk. So that's going to do it for the negotiation at this point. Let's go to scouting. Let's go scout some college players. Let's go to unscouted. And I'm really just scouting guys, like I've said, that fit our scheme with the little purple puzzle piece. Max Stanley from Northwestern State. Andre Ellis from Louisville. RJ Garland, South Dakota State, sure. Ryan Short from Oklahoma State, yep, center. Zach Griggs from Nebraska, I'm going to scout you. Reggie Brazil, we'll scout you too. Perry Turk, sure. Wade McConnell. We only have 8 scouting points left. Okay. Let's go to scouted because I feel like some of these guys haven't fully scouted yet. We can open that for 5 points. Cool. Alright. Okay. So let's go ahead and start weekly training. And simulate this, get the training going. I'm also having Dak do a lot of the training also, even though, you know, our rookies could obviously use it. I still want Dak to get the most training as possible because I want him to develop into a quarterback that we can just rely on for years to come in this franchise. Because that's what I want from Dak, and that's what he wants. All right. Another media question to answer. You've got a player in the final year of his contract who has turned down your contract offers to this point, so how far apart do you think both sides are right now? Not sure which player they're talking about, but if I'd have to guess, I'd say he's probably talking about Cole Beasley. But he's going to be a part of this team one way or another. Price will lose work, but he's not budging, and we're not going to bid against ourselves. I'm just going to say that because we may or may not be able to sign Cole and Earl Thomas before the offseason. If that's the case, then I'll have, you know, Earl play under the franchise tag if that needs to happen. You know, keep him around for one more year. But we still got this season, so I'm not going to jump. I'm not going to put the cart before the horse too much. But let's go ahead and get into probably the most important game of the season against the Philadelphia Eagles. We're going up against Carson Wentz and the Super Bowl champions. Let's get it. This is going to be a game that the Cowboys in real life have to win. I feel like they have to find a way to beat the Eagles at least once this season. Because they're the cream of the crop in the NFC East, and you know, they just got to find a way to beat them because that's the team that won the Super Bowl, and you know, we're trying to get to what they are. Great defense,
hey
really good quarterback play,
You're
even though it was a backup for the postseason.
On EA Sports.
Good running game, great receivers.
Quarterback Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
We're not at that level yet.
In the Super Bowl
I don't know if this year we will, but we'll see.
I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now,
and it's raining. Wow, so we're going to be playing this game against the Eagles at the link in some rain.
And Charles Davis.
This ought to be fun.
Right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln.
So it might be a good day for Zeke to get going.
Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis,
Hearns had a monster game last week. 65 yards on 5 catches, 2 touchdowns, a 29-yard reception. He was balling last week. Hopefully he can continue that this week if we go to the air at all. I mean, we probably still will, but we're playing in the rain too, so might be a good day to run the ball a lot. Which I didn't really do in the last game until the final quarter when I was just trying to milk the clock. But I'm not going to forget about you, Zeke. Trust me. I'm not going to forget about you.
Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Eagles offense.
They got Carson Wentz going out there.
They'll be led out by their 6'5" quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
For 2,000 yards, 19 TDs, 3 picks.
You know, coming off of the open
Wentz is having a monster season.
Right? Gives him a chance to
he had an MVP type season last year, and looks like he's picking up right where he left off.
Playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule.
This is the game that we want to win.
They go play action here on first down.
It's a big one.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got it.
Thomas, nice tackle.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
2nd and 5
after
the 5-yard completion
5.
on first down. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is
tackled by Sean Lee.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
It's not too bad.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third
down and 6. Let's go. Let's get off this field.
Now Wentz.
Oh, nice job, D. Got pressure in Wentz's face and he throws it away.
Pressure, and that's certainly going
elbow
to be
sprain will return soon. Yeah, I'll keep Lawrence in the game.
Get in there and influence the
that doesn't seem that bad.
Quarterback's got to get rid of it. They don't have the
yeah, he'll be good to go for the rest of the game. No problem there at all.
On is the punt team now as this one sent away.
And just let it go out of bounds, Lewis. Yeah, you don't have to get it.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. As we get a peek at their dynamic signal
12 touchdowns on the season, threw for 3 last week, so looking good.
He ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. On 1st and 10, Prescott.
Zeke in the backfield will take those 5 yards.
Down right at the 30 here.
Or 3.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Good block, Holowally. And we get a first down on the ground.
40 at the 38-yard line.
Take that.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They
Jarwin.
other people to give him the yards
nice catch.
But they really want him to be
that bring guy. It in.
And that's what they're doing early in this
game.
Jarwin.
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
They play up the middle. I don't like the stretch plays. The stretch plays never work for me, so I just audible out of them most of the time. Good run by Zeke. Another first down.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So back-to-back big
run
runs,
up the
picking
middle. I
apart
don't
this
mind
defense on the
running
opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this
Or
was
at their
an era
throats. I meant down
where the ball was always
You guys
in
at home
the
know
air.
that.
They didn't get the memo. They didn't get the memo.
Well, they're going to
And
key
I
on
know
it at
this to
some
be
point.
true.
I knew that much.
Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space. All right, quick
Second and 11.
Because early on in this game, I'm seeing
got Rod Smith. Almost got the first down. I think it was about a yard short.
Turning on that other sideline as
No
a
big
play
deal
caller, you're
for the
filing
blunt
that
guy.
away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the
Third and one.
second
Let's
and
pick
the
this
third.
up.
They'll try and run
There's
for it.
Zeke. There you go. Nice job.
And he picks
Good
up
run.
the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a
I
new
like this
set of
play last
downs.
night. I mean,
Quite
got me a
the opening
touchdown off
drive
this
march
play.
they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the
Might be
game,
wrong.
doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive
Hearns.
script, you go through your play calling, you go
think he
through
got
all the
there
stuff
for the
and
first.
establish things,
Did he?
and it looks like it's going like
Nah,
clockwork
inches
right
short.
now for them.
10
But I'll
yards
take
on the
it.
pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag
Blocks.
something
Plow your way into the end zone, Zeke. There you go.
Cowboy touchdown.
Nice touchdown.
Ezekiel Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And there, the counter play proves
And
successful.
the extra
for
point
the
is up
touchdown.
and
What
good, and we're up by
typically
7 on the
makes a
Eagles.
counter play in general successful, Charles.
But what you're
Screw
trying
you,
to do,
Eagles, for
Brandon,
real.
is to get the
Like,
team
those of y'all that
moving
know
in
me
one
know that out of
direction,
all the
meaning
NFC,
defense.
out of all the
Get them
NFC
going
East
one
teams
direction
that I
and
hate the
wall
most,
them off with your
it's the
blocking.
Eagles.
And
Especially
when you
now
get
that they
in
won
other
the Super
direction,
Bowl.
that way, you don't actually have to punish them
They
when you're
get to
blocking.
hold
You just
this over
position them.
Cowboys
And you
fans'
got any
heads
kind of a good back,
until
they'll
we
take
do
full
something.
advantage of it and gain good yardage.
And Eagle fans are just
And
nasty.
that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a
nasty.
touchback.
Who throws snowballs at Santa Claus?
Philadelphia
For
getting
real.
set to take the field.
Who does stuff like
And
that?
still a lot of football.
I mean, you're looking forward to getting your presents. It's the holiday season. Whatever happened to spreading the holiday cheer?
Just be on the outside.
As Buddy the Elf once said, the best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all of
In our
you.
meeting with the coaching staff,
I'm talking about
they all
Christmas in
made sure to
August.
let us know. We know where we are right now.
Christmas is one of my favorite
It's gonna
holidays,
start
though,
tomorrow.
low-key.
We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together.
All right, so what are we?
Formulating
Second
a
and
streak,
like
get the whole month of
9,
December
I
still
believe.
left to play.
Yeah.
They think they can get in.
And
Something
they
like
made
that.
it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
All right, second down and 8. Let's go.
Now Wentz throwing on second down.
Make the tackle, thank you.
Made by Alshon
Is he short?
Jeffrey. And he'll get it up near
He's
the
a yard
35,
short. Wow,
right at
I
the
thought he got that
34
first.
here. The
Well, that's going to do it
reception
for the
good
end of the first
7.
quarter, and we're up
It's third
7-0
down.
on the Eagles.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with a
Sunday
third
night
down
football.
play as we've hit the end of quarter 1. It's a close game here early
back-to-back
on.
primetime
EA
games.
Sports NFL Sunday
I'll take that.
returns following this. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a third down and a yard to start things out.
It's all we'll cover 2-man here. 3rd and 1. Let's get off the
They'll
field.
run it now.
Dang it, I should
And he's
have
able to get
played the
first
run better
before
than
he's
that.
taken down at the 36.
Darren Sproles got a first down.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to
Here's what it
keep
is.
the drive
Darren
going.
Sproles is one of my favorite players in the league. His explosiveness and his size and everything,
I need one.
it's something unreal.
Ended up picking up 2.
Right back to him on first
But I
down.
don't love it when he's
And
racking up the
Williams
yards
gonna
on
get over
us.
the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first down.
Especially now that he plays for the Eagles, it's really hard for me to even like anything about him.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards and first down, that fits the bill.
There you go, nice tackle. Was that Joe Thomas again? Man, Joe Thomas is a beast. He's played well in these first two games that I've done.
And that's going to bring up a third down.
He's earning that money.
Some of these play calls,
big time.
I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up.
What kind of throw was that, Wentz? And they say you're supposed to be the guy to lead the Eagles back to the Super Bowl yet again. You're probably better off with Nick Foles, Philly. Look at that. That's a terrible throw. Yeah, Doug Peterson throws his head up like, oh.
Just a little bit too much.
The Eagles send out their
punter. I can't believe that. I can't believe our self-appointed starter is doing that. We're the Super Bowl champs. We're supposed to be better than that. Yeah, y'all are, for real.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Well, we had a pretty good drive last time.
Dallas gets set to take the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice.
Maybe yeah, that was a bad idea. They completely read it and they went on the right side. Stretch plays are really a hit and miss for me in this game. Sometimes they work well, and sometimes I just get stopped at the line or worse, lose a bunch of yards. I kind of just want to, yeah. Let's flip the play. That was a good idea. Oh, well, I usually made that block. But, man, we almost got the first down on that play alone, and we got inches to go. Nice job.
Bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Let's go. Third down, inches to go. Let's pick this up.
A nice solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits.
We could get more yards to push forward, push the pile.
And he's going to have
no dice.
Down yardage to the 35.
Go back to the air.
At 5 yards on the play there.
It's a running pass in. I like to do that, man.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd.
It's good with the Cowboys because the fact they have a good back. And Dak's not the best quarterback in this game for sure, but he's still very solid. And he can run, so a good pocket guy, but also very strong. He runs pretty strong, actually. I think it's because of his upper body build, his arms, his legs. And I say his lower body more is also a reason. Nice catch, Jarwin. I'm going to let that trickle down to the 2-minute warning, and we'll pick it up from there. Yeah, Jarwin's been playing well in these last 2 games as well. We don't even need Gates.
We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
But we needed Earl Thomas on defense, and I think that's helped out in more ways than one. Still up 7-0, though.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now back to the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
I think Hearns might be able to get open, but I don't know for sure.
On play action, Prescott.
That was a bad idea.
The Eagles get there for the sack.
Sacked.
And now
the Eagles' defense is good, so believe me, I'm fully anticipating this is going to be a tough game. Maybe up 7-0, but that doesn't mean anything.
What to do next? They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Got a 3 tight end set here.
Prescott to throw it.
Man. Oh, man. That was bad.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away.
Let's aim this one out of bounds. Put Philly in a tough spot.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's stop here.
On 1st down, Wentz.
Come on! First down. Yep.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
In there, Lawrence.
Now a play fake
got
here
the block. Pick that, Awuzie, yes! Nice! Joey Awuzie skying up to the pit.
They are going to set up shop
nice.
at the 32-yard line.
You're the man, Shidobi. Thank you, sir.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along.
Let's score some more points before the half is over.
It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pick up there of 20 yards. 10 carry
well, didn't really throw him off a lot.
Right around the 12.
Oh, man, we got an injury time.
And now it looks like we've got
Zeke,
a Cowboy
please get up.
down there on the field. While the trainer's taking step aside.
Lord Jesus. Okay, well, it doesn't look too bad. He's just like slapping his helmet on the ground. I think he'll be okay. But in the meantime, we got Rod Smith in there. Fortunately, we got some depth at running back, which is good about the Cowboys.
Prescott now on second down.
Catch that.
What?
It must have slipped. It had to have slipped.
Takes us from second to
I'd be surprised if it didn't.
I'm going to need some help with this one.
But anyway, yeah.
Did he miss
All right, 3rd and 9. Let's
Wide
pick this
open
up.
in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow,
Hearns,
what happened?
first down, not quite a touchdown, but we'll take it.
Not be able to believe it.
6
All right.
points. Go by the
Let's go with a strong power here. Let's see if Rod Smith can get in the end
Third
zone.
down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Yeah, no, that was a bad idea.
And he is met in his tracks behind
Still have
the
one
line of
timeout
scrimmage.
left, but
A loss of a full 3 yards.
I'll
and
use
now
it
it's
when I
second
absolutely
down.
need to. Come on, catch the ball.
Second down, Prescott.
Oh, that was bad. That was bad. That was a really bad
This is
idea.
going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to
Okay,
the 8-yard
well.
line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Timeout.
And we're going to get a timeout.
Let's just call a timeout and kick a
2
field goal.
seconds remaining
Go up
in
by
the second
10.
quarter.
I'll take that. Muscle cramps. You'll be fine, Zeke. Eat a banana.
So with 2 ticks
some
left here in the
potassium in
half, on is the field goal unit.
You'll be
From the
fine.
right hash, and this one just a chippy.
Dan Bailey's
And
money
Bailey
with the kick,
able to knock
and
it
we're up
through.
10-0 going into half.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up in the Steel City, Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Ben Roethlisberger, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. We'll stay in the AFC North as we head over to Cincinnati to check on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting New Orleans Saints. Drew Brees, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. And finally, Monday Night Football. It's the Chiefs and Rams from down in Mexico City. In the game you're watching, you've seen a strong first half out of Dak Prescott. His guys lead it by 10 as we send it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Elliott now to kick this one away.
Back at it.
That's fielded in the end zone. That's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance
Still want to keep it on the ground with Zeke.
What I'm thinking is that the offensive staff
run Zeke, get him off you. There you go. Nice run.
Here's what we think they're going to do to attack attack us in the second half.
65 yards for Mr. Elliott.
But be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A first down throw for Prescott.
Nice job, Hearns. See it again? The ref signals no.
Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. He was looking to get it to Allen Hearns that time. And that'll bring up second down. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just
nice catch, Jarwin.
You need a few more of those.
Nice. He held on to it. I did not think he was going to hold on to that football. I really did.
There's a completion to the tight end.
Nice
look
catch,
at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football.
Keep them on his
really
running
good
game.
for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart.
Nice catch, Hearns. They come back on that.
It's caught right side.
Go! Broke a tackle, almost got more.
All the way down inside the 20-yard line.
109 yards for Dak. Looking good.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Oh, no. Oh, we're not getting away from him. Yeah, we're not getting away from Chris Long. Pretty tough to get away from that guy.
Number 6 for him on the year.
All right, 2nd and 19. Let's get some of these yards back.
Defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more.
Well, that makes it at least 3rd and 8 more manageable than 3rd and 20
he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on the second down.
But he's got it to Hearns.
And Hearns has been clutch.
And brought down,
he's a good number 1 option. I really like him.
It's another 10 yards
in real life and possibly in this
first down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now.
I'll just take it myself with Dak. Touchdown. Oh, but Zach Martin's hurt. Oh, come on. Well, at least we got a touchdown with Dak. I'll take it.
And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me.
Bro, we're up 17-0 on the Eagles.
That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
This is taken at the 3.
Tackle Damien Wilson.
Just about the 25. Call it the
We're going to try to keep you around, Wilson. We really want to keep you around. I want to keep you around for linebacker depth. Broken thumb. Well, get in there, Edwards.
So here are the Eagles.
Man,
they get set for their
that's exactly what happened when I first started this franchise
they
with
trail
Martin. He broke his
first
thumb.
time to touch the ball in quarter 3.
He was out for like
we'll
multiple
see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they
But I mean, you can just tape that up and just play it.
Some teams script to start
Hopefully he can just be out for a couple. Now Jalen's hurt.
Sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us.
The injuries keep piling up.
They throw in that big chunk play right away.
Can't have this happen
try and get after them early and try and create a big play
to
give
especially
themselves some
have a deep
momentum.
playoff
See what they
run.
have up their sleeve.
Can't have that.
And once again, they go with
Sproles like stopped.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30
couldn't even get him down in the backfield. But Sean Lee cleaned up the mess and made the tackle. So
all needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time
field,
to abandon the running game.
Field, please. No. Okay.
They'll eventually reward them, especially when we
get him down. Thank you.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And they'll get 14 yards out of
Bruce
it and a
Ribs.
first set of downs.
Substitute Van Der Esch. Get in there, rookie. Let's see what you got.
Shotgun on 3rd and less than a
Yeah,
yard.
I don't want to risk Jalen Smith getting hurt more. Let's just keep him out for the rest of the
hardly
game.
ever see anyone really run for it.
I have no problem with the rookie Van Der Esch getting some snaps in there. I feel like he's not playing enough.
That was a nice, easy
He needs more snaps. Get in there. Let him get his.
And he works his way
Go ahead and get you
forward for
some,
about
lady.
4 up to the midfield stripe.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with it.
There. Oh, Sproles, why would you spin the wrong way? I think the computer just had a brain fart there, no lie. But then again, sometimes the CPU can be like that.
Crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Well, we're up 17-0 going into the 4th quarter. On the Super Bowl champions, this is a big win for us if we can get it, because if we win, we'll have the identical record with the Eagles at 5-4, but we'll hold the tiebreaker because we have a win against them and they have a loss against us.
The Eagles on 3rd
So
down. They've
that's-
hit 2
so
for
that's
4
good.
thus far.
Especially
This'll be
late in the year
3rd
when
and
we're making that
6.
playoff push.
From midfield, here's Wentz.
Get in there, Lawrence. There you go. Nice sack.
He will go down.
And I wasn't even controlling you.
Sack back
You
at
don't
the
need to
46.
control me because I'll make the sack for you. Oh,
Lawrence
thank you, sir.
in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Well, they're going to go for it, obviously, because it's 17-0, and they have scored 0 points this whole game.
Almost no matter the situation. In this case,
4th and 9.
he's got
Let's
to
go,
make a
D.
decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk it.
Man, Wentz, what is happening to you, sir? 36 yards and 1 interception.
They clearly made a conscious
Man,
decision
they
here
give
to
you
be
some
more
bad
aggressive in the
leads
late
this
stages
morning.
of this game here in the second half.
Come on
And
now,
I get
Wentz.
it. In this situation, you know, if you
But I'll
want to
take
be
it.
aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just,
Been
hey,
giving
I
a
thought I had a
pretty
proper
heavy
play
dose of
call,
Zeke for the
but
rest
how
of the
about
game,
guys
just
that
wind the
stopped
clock
it?
down.
How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We'll
Take
shut
us
you
home.
down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
A give to Elliott. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock
Let's just go to the
rolling,
air
they'll
so we
take
can try to
that one
pick up
right
this
there.
first.
They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front
right.
in order to bring this one home.
Prescott.
Lee, come on. Oh!
Double team, and it's intercepted.
I really did that. Well,
Malcolm Jenkins.
Dak's thrown his first interception of the season with that.
43-yard line.
Had to happen at some point, but,
So they get the takeaway,
Man.
but that's just step 1. They still have
Beasley was covered pretty well on that curl route, too. I should have known better than to throw that ball right there.
And hoping they can take it away again.
But you live and you
Still
learn,
three-score game, though, fourth
and
quarter.
I got to learn to stop forcing
So
it too much
after the INT,
with
here's
Dak.
Wentz. And that's off the mark.
Another incompletion by Wentz.
Before the game,
Yep.
they were running the route tree about
2nd
as
and 10.
efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. It's hard to replicate the
Get him
intensity
down,
of the
Crawford.
game
Thank you.
in pregame.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle. The Eagles on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this
All right.
point. This is 3rd
Come on,
and
D.
9.
Let's get off the field once again. We're going to let these two little champs come back, are we?
Working from the gun. Wentz. And he connects with Ertz.
Well, at least Earl Thomas made the
And
tackle.
he's
That's
gonna
probably his
have
first tackle of the game, if
down
I'm
at
not
about the
mistaken.
38. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy
Come on.
points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shot.
Damn it, Nelson Aguilar is
The
a
catch
beast.
left side. And he'll work it inside the
Or
30
Alshon
to the
Jeffrey, excuse me.
29-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change
In there,
the
Crawford.
coverages
No.
behind him throughout the game.
All right,
Brackets,
well, Jordan Lewis at least made
zone,
the tackle.
man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
A first down for the Eagles. Wentz fighting the former Raven Wallace. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
2-minute warning. So they got 2 minutes to score 17 points.
This one off.
I don't see that happening. Not one bit.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Wentz now on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete.
Nice tackle, UGA.
Give him 2 yards.
Way to wrap up. I'll tell you what, I think Awuzie is going to be a great corner in this league. He's played well in the last couple of preseason games. Even though against the Cardinals he didn't really play much. I mean, the starting defense was in there. He looked solid. He had I think like maybe 1 or 2 passes defended. Had an interception in the Bengals game where he like skied for that one. That should have been on SportsCenter top 10. I don't know if it made it or not.
Now Wentz again. Screen pass to Sproles.
There he is again. Nice tackle.
Lose yardage and be backed
well,
up
third
to the
3rd and 12.
It's a loss of 4.
And they're going to go hurry up, of
third
course.
Down.
They want to get this thing in the end zone. They haven't scored anything all game long. They haven't done jack squat. But Jeffrey's a beast, so naturally he makes the catch right there.
It's a 1st down. They're going to need to get
we might let up our first touchdown of the game here, but I really want that shutout, especially against the Eagles. Come on, dude.
Again, it's Wentz.
And there, Crawford. No. Lawrence sack. No, I missed it. Oh, my Lord. Why do I have weird issues? But we deflected it, so all's fair.
Not there. 2nd down. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to
get
a hand in and knock it away.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away.
Oh, good. We tipped it away. Nice defense.
Way to knock it down.
Great job.
2nd down throw for
I thought Ertz was going to come down with that because Wentz lobbed it up for them and he was just begging to catch it.
Down the hatches time defensively.
But nice defense.
2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays.
Get in there, defense. Come on, get in there. No. Oh.
It's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
I thought he was in the end zone.
A 4-yard pickup.
I'm dead serious. I thought he was in the end zone. But he like came out of it and caught it.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one.
No, that's way incomplete. Wow. Man, Eagles, y'all have had a rough game. We got the ball on the 2-yard line. Yeah, we better run it to get out of the shadow of our own end zone. I don't want to risk anything.
Just any interception. Are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no? You just throw that
out. Nice blocking the line. There you go. Break that tackle, Zeke. Thank you. Game. They're not going to call any timeouts because they know it's a lost cause. Well, we're going to walk out here with a shutout against the defending Super Bowl champion Eagles. 17-0. So talk about a game that we really needed to win, and we got it done here in Philly. Big time win today, y'all.
And you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down. Have to stop them. Have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down.
Let this thing tick down. Run it. Pick up the 1st down. Doesn't matter too much now, but we win 17-0 over the Eagles. Doug Peterson is mad, and we are going to be 5-4 on the season.
They had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for Dallas, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll lose an important
we get the win.
Here,
Let's take a look at those stats. Why don't we?
On the season. And they'll try to turn things around.
Dak Prescott had a
a
72.3 passer rating. That interception probably had a lot to do with it being lower than last game. 11 of 14, 119 yards, 78% completion percentage, which is better than the last game, 73. But he had an interception. Rushing, Zeke had, here we go, 16 carries, 84 yards, average 5.2 yards per carry, had 1 touchdown on the ground. Dak Prescott had a touchdown on the ground, 17 yards, 2 carries. Allen Hurns once again leading the way for the receiving corps, 4 catches, 54 yards. No receiving touchdowns by anybody in this game. Defensively, Chidobe Awuzie led the way in tackles with 4. Lewis and Smith had 3 apiece, as well as Sean Lee and Joe Thomas. Awuzie also had a big interception. And we shut the Eagles out, 17-0. So 2 big wins we picked up in this video. We're 5-4. And I'll take a look at the NFC East standings and see what that does, because that should tie us with Philadelphia for the best record. Well, I say tie us. We technically own the tiebreaker, so we should be first in the NFC East, if I'm not mistaken. But first, things first, let's take a look at the injury report. Because Zach Martin has a broken thumb, and he's out 6 weeks. Well, with Zach Martin out for a couple of weeks, we're going to have to find a right guard to... Well, we have a right guard in Marcus Martin, but I don't know how he's going to perform, because Martin was hurt before, and Marcus Martin just really didn't perform that great. But Martin will be back. For now, we're just going to have to roll with Marcus, the other Martin, at right guard. We have 2 Martins. We have 2 right guards named Martin. That's confusing. And no, they're not related. But we'll go ahead and advance the week. So we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you all for checking out today's live stream. Hopefully I'll be back in the next couple of days, depending on my schedule, and give you guys another live stream. Once again, for those of y'all that checked out the live stream, feel free to like, comment, and feel free to like this video. Comment if you want to. Subscribe to the channel. This is Maitland Rutledge. I'm out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day.